Are we perfect? No, we never were, nor will we ever be. Yet our light has been a beacon for all the world to see. Belonging to a brotherhood that shares a trust in God, we've left our mark upon the world, wherever we have trod. Founded in antiquity and lasting through the years, a fraternity of friendship, a brotherhood of peers. From the moment we are raised until we are deceased, we always have the memory of our journey to the East. When I knelt before the altar and then was brought to light, I looked upon the Bible and the brothers in my sight. My brothers never left my side through many trying days. They made my life much richer in so many different ways. I've felt the grip of brotherhood while traveling o'er the land, that grip of Master Mason that is passed from hand to hand. I have felt the nervous handshake of a brother newly raised, and the cold hand in a hospice on a brother's final days. I have labored in the quarries, for I felt the cause was just. Now I wear this purple apron, and I view it as a trust. An apron's just a piece of cloth. Although it's worn with pride, it's what it represents that counts, a brotherhood worldwide. Darkly hid beneath the quarry, masons, many a true block lies. Hands must shape and hands must carry. Ere the stone the master prize, seek for it, measure it, fashion it, polish it. Then the overseer will prize. What though shapeless, rough and heavy, think ye God his work will lose? Raise the block with strength, he gave ye fit it for the master's use. Seek for it, measure it, fashion it, polish it. Then the overseer will use. 'Twas for this our fathers banded. Through life's quarries they did roam, faithful-hearted, skillful-handed, bearing many a true block home, noticing, measuring, fashioning, polishing, for their glorious temple home.
Surely some workman has built the pillar, as well as the spire. The cross that the painter has gilded was fashioned in somebody's fire. Surely men dig in the ditches, preparing a place for the wall. And someone has made with her stitches the flag that shall fly over all. Someone has blended the plaster, and someone has carried the stone. Neither the man nor the master ever has built alone, making a roof for the weather, building a house for the king. Only by working together, men have accomplished a thing. All have a share in the beauty. All have a part in the plan. What does it matter what duty falls to the lot of a man? Each has a hand in the building, no one has built alone. Whether a cross he was gilding, whether he carried the stone.
A mason's hand is a hand that helps, that lifts the fallen one, that comes in need with a kindly deed to him whose strength is gone. A mason's heart is a heart that loves, the best that is good and true. He stands the friend, his best to lend, under his banner blue. A mason's eye is an eye that smiles, and his a cheering voice. He spreads the light, dispels the night, and makes the world rejoice. Over the earth in stranger lands, where distant peoples dwell, the eye, the grip, the life, the lip, of love unchanging, tell.
Thou most glorious and holy Lord, God of the universe, we are humbly here assembled to extol your grace with verse. O great architect, creator of this earth with all its good, it is in thy name we pledge our lives to peace and brotherhood. By upholding all the principles Freemasonry describes, we Freemasons try to live the way our ancient craft prescribes. For the virtues we aspire to are good, benign and just, such as truth and love and justice, with morality and trust. Supreme Lord of all the universe, hear our impassioned plea. And may all of man's endeavours with his fellow man compare with the noble and sublime ways of the compass and the square.
Brotherhood, difficult and simple word, too easily written, too easily said, in this world daily broken. Rulers and priests use this word. Brotherhood between nations, races, states, under the shadow of a during hatred, peace that in this world is often lost. Brotherhood, little fragile plant, silent gesture of the heart, within the peacefulness of the temple walls. She blossoms vulnerable, smiling in my hand.
If I could write one little word upon the hearts of men, I'd dip into the fount of love and write with golden pen. One little word and only one, and feel life's work on earth well done. For every heart would speak to me that one sweet word, fraternity. The angel throng would sing a song, the sweetest ever heard. If they could read in human hearts that precious little word, for kindly thoughts and kindly deeds are the treasures more than crown and creeds. In these the angel host would see the children of fraternity. A man will need no other creed to guide him on life's sea, if he embarks upon the ark of true fraternity. For love divine will clasp his hand and lead him to the promised land. Love to his fellow man shall be his passport to eternity. So mote it be. I stood before the master's chair. A brother craftsman led me there, a trowel now in the master's hand, with which to spread cement and sand. The words I had been taught to use, and warned that I should not abuse. That friendship was the greatest part, and faith must come from my own heart, an apron pure and spotless white, a trust to keep with all my might. And for these things I kneel in prayer. God help me walk both straight and square.
The pathway of man through the ages wends, from the darkness that enveloped the past, his guiding star, that ray of hope, whose brilliance shall eternally last. Obscured at times by the fog and mists of forces allegedly real, yet onward he goes, ever seeking the truth, that truth that he knows will heal the bruised and the broken, the sorrowful, sad, who seem lost in the mist in the way, feel the touch of that unseen gentle hand, and reverently kneel to pray. The light of truth floods the thought of the man, and joy wells up in his heart, for he has found that the source of that light is God, and he vows from it never to part.
Where is a destiny that makes us brothers? None goes his way alone. All that we send into the lives of others come back to our own. I care not what his temple or creeds, one thing hold firm and fast, that into his fateful heap of days and deeds the soul of man is cast.
Initiated into the secret word, we speak languages not spoken by any other people. We give signs not known in any country. We hear voices not heard by any other human. Which power keeps me in this light? Who were strangers outside the temple gates, our brethren now, since 1,000 years? And look, the stars above our heads. I meet you in the middle of the earth, and on the faults of universe.
To meet upon the level is an easy thing to say, but when it comes to practice, do we do it every day? Do we meet him on the level, if the brother chance to be just a little out at elbow, or baggy at the knee? When we meet him in the workshop, do we greet him with the grip that we do the noted statesman on a European trip? Do we meet him on the level and give him just the chance that we do the dashing fellow with the creases in his pants? If fortune does not smile on him in sunshine and repose, do we meet him on the level? In his second-handed clothes, do we invite him to our church and seat him in our pew and warm our hearts by clasping hands, as brothers ought to do? Yes, we meet him on the level, on the broad Masonic plan, whenever we know him to be a Mason and a man. We'll meet him on the level and part upon the square, and then perhaps he'll vouch for us when we meet him over there. A Mason is a man and a brother whose trust is in God. He meets you on the level and acts upon the square. Truth is his compass, and he is ever plumb. He has a true grip of all that is right. He is loyal to his order and, whatever his degree, he is master of himself. In the lodge of life he wears, unstained, the white lambskin of innocence. On his initiation as an entered apprentice, he travels ever east towards the light of wisdom, until he receives the final, the divine password that admits him into the ineffable presence of the eternal, supreme Grand Master of the universe, God.